Okay, yo. So today we're gonna go over how I made 12K trading my CBR forever model. So I've made around 12K today. We'll go through those trades. All these trades were taken on UJ because gold has kind of been a bit fucky recently. Just look at how it's been moving. Pretty high volume, bit trendy, and not really sort of the conditions I want to be trading. So I mainly looked at UJ. So when I don't like how gold is moving, I will look at UJ. Most of the time, if I like how gold's moving, I'll focus on gold. UJ is kind of like my secondary pair. So I'll run you through exactly how my strategy works. Now I find it. So step one is you always want to have a middle time frame sort of rangy condition. So over the past 5 to 12 plus hours, have we been relatively rangy, correcting 50% of whatever move we've been doing? So yes, we have. Okay, nice. Minimum time frame model is a range. Step two is want to wait for price to overextend into the high or low, or highs or lows of the range, and then wait for a reaction at that area. So I just drew out a level here. So we have a previous hour candle close bearish, new one opens, closes bullish. So this creates a level here. And we had price open and overextend. I kind of covered this in my recent video, the extension, but we want price to extend in one direction for at least 20 minutes. So 20 minutes or more, price pushing in one direction without pulling back to 50% of that move. So we have that really nice extension here. And then step three is after we've, had the extension, we want to wait for a shift of market structure. So we want to wait for low time frame to shift in our direction. Here, we have a bit of a consolidation, but I'm mainly looking for reversals around 30 to 45, 52 at the latest into the hour, minutes into the hour. So we have price action immediately take out this low here. So price action take out this low, and then we take out this high. So we have it take out this high here. So I get an entry on that. What that will look like on the seconds or low time frame is the second shift. And I also look at correlation. So if we get up correlation, DXY was very overextended down low. So very overextended down low, expecting a bit of a correction pullback. So dollar pushing bullish, UJ, so positive correlation. Yen is a negative correlation. Yen was kind of overextended above highs in this sort of bullish trending range. So we previously took out the high on yen, and then we actually had it shift bearish. So yen was making high highs, high lows. We had it break some lows and shift bearish. So that's good for UJ to be moving bullish here. And then if we get this up, dollar also shifted a bit bullish as well. So this is a pretty good correlation for this to have a bit of a bullish move. And normally I do target 50% of the previous move, but sometimes I can be a pussy and target less. I just targeted this low time frame AOY around here, stopped below the low, and went in our favor. Had a bit of a pullback, but yeah, pretty nice as well. So really nice hourly candle behavior. Really nice 15-minute candle behavior as well. 15-minute candle opened and overextended, pushed bearish for around 6-7 minutes. So that's kind of what I want to see. Similar sort of candle behavior to this hourly candle as well. And then I looked for another trade a little bit later on to the day as well. And we had this really nice extension again. So same sort of thing. We have a pretty nice rangy sort of condition, which is step one. You have that, check. Step two, wait for an extension. So this hourly candle extends for around 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes, again into the upper half of this range. And this actually comes into a 4-hour AOY. So we have a 4-hour close bullish, new one opens, closes bearish. So at the open close, this creates a level, a 4-hour level. Some previous 4-hour levels around there. It's just the opens and closes. And we also have this as a daily level. So 4-hour daily level, pretty good level, pretty nice extension. So it was a pretty textbook sort of setup. And now we just want to wait for a shift around the halfway point, or 30 to 45 minutes, maybe 52 minutes into the hour. So around this period of time, we want to wait for it to shift. So we do pretty nice high volume. So we take out this high here, take out this high into then immediately taking out this low. So really clean 1 minute type 3 shift, looking for a pullback to 50% of that previous move. And what I tend to do, if this is, a 50-minute candle that's immediately pushed bearish, I'll wait for the next 50-minute candle to open, create that top wick first, come into that 50% area in the first half, and then flip, push bearish. And that was this was the first entry here. And then I did have a scale in on this as well, this trade here, because we had, if I get this up, a bit of a fractal shift. So we had seconds structure shift bearish as well. And this was even like a shift within a shift within a shift here. So we had seconds structure shift within this kind of like low time frame structure that shifted within this 1 minute structure within this, all the stuff. So it was really high quality trade. And we also, if I just go back to here as well, and get up correlation. So UJ, wasn't really the nicest. It was kind of going a bit sideways, but we were kind of ranging, and we came into the low of this like low time frame range here. So UJ wasn't really doing much going sideways, but overall still it was kind of looking bullish. That's kind of maybe the only bad thing, but DXY was looking really nice. We had DXY massively overextend above highs, and then we had a shift bearish, and so it was quite overextended into these range highs here. So good correlation as well. So all that was checked off for a nice move. So targeted 50% of the previous move as well, and that was pretty easy. And I just want to cover another thing, because we did actually have another nice CBR setup around here. So why would this actually be a bad setup? Why would this be a bad setup around here? Because this, potentially looks like a nice type 3 shift. You've had the hour open, overextend for at least 20 minutes, into, kind of have a AOY around here, but pretty nice extension. The one thing I don't like about this is the candle behavior. Is the correlation. So everything looks good about this except for the correlation. I don't look to take a trade when we have UJ. When we have dollar pushing bullish, we've been pushing bullish, overextending into highs here, and we've had yen pushing bullish, overextending into highs. If both dollar and yen are moving in the same direction with high volume, I should not be taking a trade. It's just not a good idea. And especially if DXY has overall been moving a little bit bearish, and we had this big extension here for around, I would say 15 minutes into a previous high. So likely we're going to reject this. Even if we're going to continue pushing bullish, we're going to have a bit of a pullback to then continue. So correlation, especially on dollar on this, was not looking nice as well. And so yen wasn't looking too bad. You had a nice extension, but yeah, dollar wasn't aligning. I'm okay with correlation if dollar is pushing bullish, and yen is kind of like low volume, like rangy but a little bit bearish. That's okay. If they're both pushing bullish with high volume, that's not okay. And so that is a way to invalidate seemingly good setups like this one here. Looks pretty nice. Extension, shift, nice hourly candle behavior, 50-minute candle behavior, but the correlation just tells you that this is unlikely to play out as well. So not really the best sort of thing to be looking for. And so I really like correlation. That's why I rely on it pretty heavily. And so those were the 3 trades, 2 setups that I took today, 12K up to 1.2. We'll see if we can hit 2 mil in the next couple of months. Let me know if you guys want to see any more content like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully this is helpful.